Do your job. You're pest control. I'm gonna pick as many peppers as I possibly can because I've kind of neglected the pepper picking over the last couple of weeks since it's been so rainy now. We went from no rain to rain almost every day, and it's actually been really nice. It's cooled down a ton, where we've been in like the 60s and 70s, which was beautiful. It was like a little hint of fall, and now it's back up to about 80, but it still feels really nice compared to that like 110 degree weather we were having. But yeah, so I need to get out here and pick all these peppers, and then the rest of the day I'm gonna probably spend dealing with the peppers. And then I have a whole box of cherries I need to deal with from Azure last week. I just haven't had a chance to get to those yet. And then if I have time, I might try to get out here and do some weeding. I weed whacked Friday night and Taylor mowed yesterday, and the garden looks so good right now. I'm hoping to film a garden tour like tomorrow night, but let's pick some peppers. Look at these piquillo peppers. There are like hundreds on that one plant. This is wild. None of them are ready yet. Some bells. This is a habanada. It's not quite ready yet. Do you see this? The hornworms have moved on from my tomatoes to the pepper plants. That thing is gross. Look how big it is. Yeah, chickies! Come here, chickies! Get it. Nobody wants it? Do your job. You're pest control. I've only made it through a bed and a half and my basket's already really full. Okay, most of these aren't quite ready, but we have so many paprika peppers. Look at all these. They're hard to even see. The plant is weighed down by them. They all fit, but barely. I think we're gonna have to weigh this haul. You see that? That's almost 11 pounds of peppers. That's a lot of peppers. Alright, we went to the thrift store and I picked up a couple of really cute things today. So I got a frame to put a print in from my friend Red. It's a chicken print. It's very cute. I'll show you in a second. I got this other frame. I really love the painting in it. It's actually a real painting too. And I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's so cute. It's really pretty. So I thought that would be a pretty fall picture to hang up. And then I have the prints from Red in here. They didn't have any 8x10 frames, so I can't put this one up yet, but these are, I think, both gonna go in the art office slash studio. So I have to find a frame for this one still. But this one, I think it's gonna look really cute in that frame. The next thing I got was this chicken basket. Its comb is broken off, but it was so cute, and I collect chicken baskets now apparently. Ever since my friend Marta gave me this one, I've found 2 more. He's gonna go up here for now. And then I got this amber Pyrex baking dish. I just thought it was really pretty. Really looking for like cozy fall vibes. This was $7, so it's kind of expensive for the thrift store, but I really like it. I almost forgot we got 2 more baskets too. This big one is good for holding eggs and produce, and then this little one's good for collecting eggs every day. I always get baskets at the thrift store. We have decided to start working on some inside projects again, one of them being our hardwood floors because they're orange and we don't want them to be orange. So in order to start working on one room, which is not this room, we have to move everything from said room to another room. The other room is this room. So we are essentially combining my office with Taylor's music room, and everything's gonna go in here. That room that we're working on is currently his music room. We're gonna be basically taking out all of the drywall in there because it is in horrible shape. And we were just going to take down the popcorn ceilings because our bedrooms still have popcorn ceilings. We decided because that room specifically had old water damage and had other issues when we first moved in, that we would feel best if we just took out all of the drywall. Ricky just hopped up in the window. Ricky. That room, we decided that room would be best suited for taking out all of the existing drywall because it's lumpy and bumpy and in really bad shape. Again, water issues. So we're gonna be taking out the ceilings in there and all of the walls. We're gonna insulate it better than it currently is. And yeah, we're just doing the whole shebang because if we're gonna do it, we might as well do it, right? So that means this room has to become dual purpose, at least temporarily. But to start that process, I have been working on patching drywall in this room. This room will be later down the line that we attempt to tackle the crappy drywall and ceilings if we do, and the floors. So for now, we're gonna make it nice and it's gonna be temporary, but probably long-term temporary. So I've been patching drywall here. You can see how bumpy this drywall is. This wall never got painted because there was like a huge chunk out of it that we needed to patch. So I finally got that patched. You can see it's like all of that needed to be patched. There was some spots down there that need to be patched. You could see the primer, the old primer. This was yellow underneath and you can still kind of see that. But there's just little spots all over the walls that needed to be patched. And all of our stuff is still in here. It's a mess. But tonight I am finally, after about a month of working on this here and there, finally to the point of starting to prime. My goal for tonight is to get one coat of primer on that wall and to prime that wall. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I actually have a camera this time that has a wide angle lens so you can see in this room, which is cool. Hey babe, you wanna shake this real good for me? Did it just thunder?
Yeah.
That was really good timing.
You've just been filming me this whole time.
Okay, it is Saturday and I have about 5 hours to get as much done as I possibly can. I've got cucumbers soaking in the sink, and I'm about to start taking them out and chopping them into slices for pickles. I'm making, we'll see how many I get to today, but I'm going to be making, oh, I gotta remember all of them. Dill pickles, spicy garlic dill pickles, dill relish, bread and butter pickles, and then sweet pickles if I have enough. I'm not sure I'll have enough. This is a half bushel of cucumbers, but we're gonna get as many done as we can. And I do them in smaller jars because we don't eat a ton at a time, except for bread and butter pickles. I could smash a whole jar of those in like 5 minutes. We're gonna get them soaking in pickling salt for a couple hours, and then while they're soaking, I'm gonna work on diced tomatoes and maybe salsa after that. I can't remember exactly. There are a few tomato things I'm doing. I think tomato soup, salsa, and diced tomatoes, but I have to get the diced tomatoes and the salsa done before I can get the tomato soup going. Get a full bucket here almost. These buckets weigh exactly a pound. Okay, so we've got about 21.5 pounds here. That's a lot of pickles, but I don't actually think it's gonna be enough to get all of the pickles done that I want to. Let those sit for a couple hours and work on some tomatoes. I've been collecting so many mason jars over the last couple of years, and I still think I'm probably not gonna have enough this year, even though I got like 12 dozen more. But they are all old jars from someone who had a heck of a time with the hurricane last year, and she was trying to kind of like offload some of her stuff because she needs to downsize, and one of my friends who is friends with her reached out and asked if I wanted some, so I bought a bunch, but they've been in a barn, so they obviously need to be cleaned up really well. They're all dusty and some of them have leaves and stuff in them, so I've been washing jars in the midst of preserving, like deep cleaning the jars, and I am 4 jars short on my goal for diced tomatoes, so I need to wash up some jars right now. And I'm gonna need a bunch of these little jelly jars for pickles too, because I do them in everything besides bread and butter pickles. I'm doing in either these jelly jars or the teeny tiny little quilted jars. Bread and butter pickles will go in pints though. How cute this one is. Such a fun shape. And while those soak in there, I'm going to fill this one up with tomatoes. Okay, I have a half gallon of blended tomatoes here. After doing all my diced tomato jars, I have my goal met with those, so I'm done with diced tomatoes. This is half gallon of tomato, just plain tomato right now. I'm gonna put this in the fridge until tomorrow when we go get groceries because I need to get cilantro. This is gonna turn into salsa, and I'm hoping to get 12 of those jelly jars of this too. And now with what's left of those tomatoes and my other box of tomatoes, I am going to get them in the roaster, and that is going to turn into tomato soup, and I'm going to steal some of it and cook it down further on the stove and turn it into like a really basic, I guess, pizza sauce, but it's going to be more like margarita pizza style where it's not heavily seasoned, so it'll be really simple flavors. Just to have a little bit of variety in our pizza sauce selection. I do need to make pizza sauce, and I need to make more Sloppy Joe sauce, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough tomatoes in this batch to do that. So that's either gonna be our fall tomatoes or it'll just have to wait till next year. Alright, I have a dinner date with some friends. Taylor's gonna go walk around a car show with some friends. So we'll be back to kitchen things tomorrow.